Fire arrows, historical fact or modern fantasy? The reason I ask this is because it seems there are a fair few people out there who, for whatever reason, bloody hell, fire gets me every time, are under the impression that, historically, fire arrows either didn't exist, or they were never used, or they were not effective. Now, those people are incorrect. Yeah, they have been misinformed. Fire arrows very much did exist and they were used. There are historical records and period manuscripts detailing the use and construction of these kind of arrows. There are even records of orders being placed for the chemical compounds used in the construction of the incendiary mix. And that's not to mention all of the archaeological evidence as well. Now, when we recreate these incendiaries based on the historical data, we can see that, if done correctly, they can be very damn effective. But having said all of that, the way in which modern film and television portray the use of historical incendiary arrows is a complete load of old bollocks. You see, medieval fire arrows weren't like how they are in the films. They weren't just fire on end of a stick. Historically, there were actually several different ways to construct fire arrows and several different components used in the making of the incendiary mix. And the real genius behind the medieval incendiary arrow is the self-oxidizing chemical components. And here we have some saltpeter, otherwise known as potassium nitrate. And yes, this is available in the medieval period. There are a few ways of extracting it, and it is bloody well expensive. Because of the expenses involved in producing not only the incendiary mix, but the arrowheads themselves, these are not weapons that were used often. And contrary to how you're shown in modern film and television, these were not weapons designed to be used in open warfare. Yeah, you certainly wouldn't be using them against individual people. Why waste the money and time when you could just use a bodkin point? It doesn't make any sense, but it does make for good cinema. Now, when these were used, they were used with time and care in things like, for example, a siege or during naval warfare. And depending on the chemical compounds used in the construction of the incendiary mix, these could also be used as a kind of medieval chemical weapon.